Hi, this is Thesia of Ellis Family Farms, and now that I finally got the skirting done, it's time to move on to something else. We've got a serious storm coming in starting tonight, so obviously I'm not going to have this done beforehand, but at least I can get started and have one more thing under the one roof instead of three. This is my laundry room, and I had a whole bunch of stuff in here. Just kind of became the catch-all for spare stuff. So I'm in the process of I've got extra doors. I'm going to take them out. There's some flooring that we're probably going to use the rest of the house that's going to come out. And so I need to get this all cleared out. I decided I'm going to do some like a waterproof, yeah, it's nasty in here. A waterproof or something water resistant flooring. And do that, and then I don't know what's going to have to be done here. We had so many leaks and stuff last year. That may have to have some, well, it looks like it's going to at least have to do something with that before we put the washer and dryer in here. Because, oh yeah, look at that. Gotta have to replace that too. Okay, yep. That's what happens when you buy a $500 house. But I'm probably not going to do too much with the walls. I don't care. This is where I have potatoes and the garbage and baggies and stuff. So that's probably going to stay. I'm not going to do anything with that either. But I do have to take all this stuff out so I can replace this flooring and get that going, and then see what I got to do to repair that and that before we bring the washer and dryer over here. Because these are tight quarters, I'm not sure how much of this I can video, but I will do my best. I ran into an issue. We got all the flooring up. It's sticky. You can hear it sticky underneath my feet. Except for there. And that's because that's wet. Yeah. This is the water heater. This is Tom's closet. And so I guess there's supposed to be a wall here or something. And I've looked, and I come down here, and I know it's dark, and I'm sorry. But this is all wet underneath here. But it appears it's coming from this valve here. So I called Tom, and he said that is a valve, so if you want to hose out, drain your water tank and clean it out good, that's what it's for. So he's going to come home today with a cap, and maybe we can get that under control. I am certainly hoping so, because I wanted to replace the water heater eventually, but not right now. Alright, Tom did most of the work in here, but we learned a lot as we went. He went around that, and we discovered that very few things in here are square. But I've got some trim I can cover that up with all around. And I don't know, I like it. I'll get the trim up. I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to have to go digging in the barn for it. We've got like 8 inches of snow out there that I do not want to go through if I can help it. But Yeah, we're going to do something about these walls. I don't guess I care. The wallpaper itself didn't bother me. But, like, what's up with these gaps and stuff? I don't know. But it'll do for right now. My main thing was I needed to get my floor in so I can get the washer and dryer in here. So I will go out there probably, well, soon and find some trim to go around these edges here and make it look pretty decent. I found this stick of trim. Yes, my living room is always a mess. Everything is a mess. We've had the snow and I've had excuses. Anyway, I've got a pretty good stick of trim here that I believe is enough to do the laundry room. But I'm pretty sure minimally I can go around this spot here, around here, and this wall, and certainly through here. I'm pretty sure I have enough for this backspace too, but you know what? If I do not, that's where the washer and dryer goes, and it's not going to make that big a difference. I'm definitely going to have this one, oh, I need to make a note of that, get this plug-in fixed, because I need 2 plug-ins, I guess. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the pieces. I do not have a miter saw, and so whatever I do is not going to be pretty. I'm going to do my very best to make it the best I can do, but basically no miter saw, it's not going to be pretty on the corners, but I will get something done. And I think what I'm going to do after I get it cut is I will paint it. But today I'm going to work on getting it cut, measured and cut. Well, it's not a good start. Apparently, some of these nails are thicker than others. They're in this thing, and they're too thick, and it split the wood there. This one went in, and I got an okay angle on this one, but look at that. That's terrible. Oh, well. Let's see if we can work on the next piece. All right. I got some different nails, and so basically I'm going to have to start over on this. Because not only is this one split, but I forgot to paint it. So what I was wanting to do was cut them, set them, and paint them, and then cut them, make sure that they were going to fit okay, and then paint them, and then put them in after the paint dried. But I forgot to do that, so we're going to start all over again. I've got all the pieces cut, and you can see on the back of that one there's a 1, And there's a 4 there, so that I'm going to take these all out to the barn and paint them white. So I've got them all around this edge and on the back here. I decided not to put anything right there. I have no idea what we're going to do here. It looks like we're going to have to get some like more insulation and shove it down in there and stuff anyway. So this is going to, I don't know what to do with this until I have to figure it out or Tom will figure it out. I don't know, but I've got that one more piece right there. It looks like I cut it a little bit short. I may have to redo that one. But let's go ahead and get these painted and see what we can, and get them into place. Getting closer and closer. Mopar is snoozing away. I get a feeling several months ago he didn't act right. He tilted his head oddly. And I think he had a sinus infection or something's going on, but I get the feeling he just can't hear like he used to. You can see the ears still up and listening, but he hadn't moved a muscle except for breathing. And I've been out here for a couple minutes moving around. But he's a pretty good little mouser, and I'm glad for that. Certainly not perfect, but I think it's going to work. I got 2 coats. I'm going to let this dry, and I'm trying to decide if I even care enough to do a 3rd coat or not. Probably not, because I had gotten more on my hands than I had gotten anywhere else, I think. And then I forgot to clear out weeds before I started doing all this stuff. So I think I'm going to let these sit here for a while and dry, and I think I'm going to be ready to put them in place. That's kind of exciting. The cat moved. Moving again. I think he's enjoying the beautiful weather today. All right, it's a nasty day outside. I think we got an inch and a third, 1.3 inches of rain overnight. And before I could go out and empty the rain gauge, it was already frozen over, and the wind is howling. So you may hear it in the background of this video today. But so I'm going to get these baseboards finished today, even with the howling wind outside. Well, especially because I'm not working outside. This is a piece that I cut out of foam, and I can't remember if I told you about it previously or not, because we've got a big gap here. But the foam itself is too thick. So I'm going to take this out and try and trim it down, because I just need something to fill in the space, and this is the best thing I could find at the time. So I'm going to try to cut this down and make it where it fits down into the groove a little bit better, and then I can put this piece in. Alright, it is not pretty, but it's done. Obviously, I did not have or even know how to use a miter saw. Apparently, I don't know how to use a tape measure either, but it's done. This part of it is anyway. I'm kind of at a stopping point. I may have to talk. I'm going to talk to Tom. There's some serious air coming in right there. He's got that. That's where the dryer is going to be hooked up, obviously, and where the hot air goes out. But there's some pretty good air coming in right there. I'm wondering. Yeah, I need to put some. I'm thinking about using spray foam insulation, something like that, to put in there. And I don't know what we're going to do about that. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. But so I did. That's the reason I did not put any baseboard there, because there's going to be a washer here and there's going to be a dryer here, and I believe it's going to be covered up. So I probably didn't even need to do that, but I wanted to anyway, because apparently I need to learn what I'm doing. But I did learn a lot, and I can move on to something else. Well, that's not exactly true. So yes, I did learn a lot, but I've got a lot more to learn, and it's good that I'm learning on this house, so maybe one of these days I can learn how to build a real house, but I'm learning something here, and that's cool. And this is going to be nice to have everything underneath one roof. Now, the washer's not going to be, today is Thursday. I got 2 more days before the washer's going to be delivered, and so I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and put this video out at that time, or am I wait until I get my washer in and get this all set up. We'll have to see. I haven't decided yet, but I've done as much as I can until I get some more insulation and talk to Tom about what is the best thing to do about that and stuff. And well, I do have some other insulation I could probably put in there, so that I can, and I may be able to just come to a close with this. I might do that instead of the spray foam insulation. Washer, dryer in one room. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, but it's finally done. I am so very grateful. It's kind of weird, because now that I have this pantry room, you gotta know, before we moved into this house, I was walking from the camper to the barn every time I needed something from the pantry. Oh, I ran out of ketchup. I got to run to the barn. Oh, I need another thing of cinnamon. I got to run to the barn. You know, sometimes on some meals, you know, if I didn't assess what spice or something I had in advance, I'd have to go out and get another one. I make 2 or 3 trips to the barn while I'm trying to cook. So having this under one roof has been a big step too. Now I can do laundry in the same place I live. And honestly too, when we moved in here, it was kind of nice that just to be able to take a shower in the sink, because our shower was in the barn too. So now I can take a shower, I can cook, and I can do laundry, all, and the dishes, all in the same building. That is so nice. And it did, like I said, it took so much longer than I thought it would. So I've already got my next project lined up. It shouldn't be that big a deal. The one after that is going to be a little bit, I'm kind of nervous about it, but I'm going to get it done anyway. But I'm just so glad for this, to get this done. And like I say, guys, always live until you die. God bless. I'll see you next time.